Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Monday night DTC opportunity call. My name is Jacqueline, and I've been around these parts for about 5 years. Today is October 2nd. What a wonderful way to start out the month of October. Not to mention it's my birthday month, just put that out there. But anyway, this evening, for those of you who are new, you're going to get a really great glimpse at what we do here. And for those of you old timers, sit back because you might just get a golden nugget or two. So with that, we have our very own president and CEO to present to us tonight, Mr. Rory Ricord. So take it away, brother.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our opportunity call for direct-to-consumer ambassador. I'm going to give you a little bit of a history about what we're about. We are an incredible direct-to-your-home opportunity. So that hence the direct-to-consumer. And we started with our incredible wines. So we have a Wine of the Month club where, we're not selling wines. We're selling access to incredible wines that get shipped right from the manufacturer to your door. And we are the manufacturer. So we have our own amazing liquid artists. They are second and third generation winemakers that are creating our incredible wines, vintage after vintage after vintage after vintage. And we've been doing it for years and years now. And we have wines that are currently in the make that won't be ready for 5 years from today. And as I speak right now, I know the bottling machines have been running and cranking out. We have a bunch of new varietals being delivered to the warehouse to ship out. And we are going to be launching a new varietal that we have not yet ever had in our Wine of the Month club. And it's going to have an amazing label on it that belongs to our top producer of all of last year that has done an amazing job building their team, their business, their personal growth. And we get to celebrate with them at an amazing dinner at our event coming up in literally 11 days. 11 days will be the 13th and the 14th and the 15th here in Orlando, Florida. Tanya and I are already here set up. We are literally just down the road from where the event's going to be. We're getting everything in order. We have such an amazing meal plan for that night, and we get to celebrate the growth and the success that we've had and continue to have. And we have some incredible things coming in the future. Now, wine has been always something very dear to me. I always say all roads lead to wine, and it's not just the wine itself, but how the journey of wine is created represents so much about the best parts of life. For instance, that amazing true bottle of wine that you get, it might have the vintage of 2020 on it, but it's been in the make for probably 8 years before you got it in your hands. The minerals that went into those grapes took years to soak through the plant, through those vines, to create that fruit that is then pressed and fermented and processed into an amazing wine the right way. And let me explain what I mean by the right way. There's a correct way to make wine, and then there is the way that the conglomerates do it. 85% of all wines purchased in the United States are owned, created by conglomerates. Conglomerates start out and they just bought up all these beautiful little boutique wineries that made wine correctly. They bought the labels, they bought the marketing, bought the good name, and then they go and churn out punch wine. This is a recipe. It's going to taste the same year by year by year by year. It's going to always taste consistently the same, and it's not going to be made right. They're going to kick it out in weeks or months versus years. All about the dollar and the greed, not the quality of wine and the health. If you want to, if anybody ever doubts when I say this, I just tell them to do one thing. Just go Google arsenic in wine and look at all the labels that got caught with arsenic. And just so you know, arsenic is not one of the 250 approved ingredients to put in wine. It's just one they all got caught using because it tricks you to think it's been aged properly. They add additives that give it fake appearances of the legs and the body of wine, but to give it to you where they just make all the money on fraud. It's a fraud. It's not real wine. And you want to know the difference? Wait till you taste ours. Now, it's a passion business for Tanya and I. We are so happy to be part of this. We have an amazing, core responsibility team that is here. We run this the way that we would run any of our businesses, where we build with you. Okay. So yes, we control it. Tanya is technically, she is the president. I'm the CEO. She's also the compliance officer. We have our own legal team. We have an amazing tech team, and we have Peter, who's also an amazing wine connoisseur. And we go and taste the wines, make sure they're ready for bottling. And the wines that are coming out in this next releases, it's unbelievable. Get ready for custom cases. What's a custom case? Let me walk you through it. We have a wine of the month club where we send out 4 incredible wines each and every month. So now you can get 6 a month, you can get 12 a month, and you're going to get those new releases out. Well, if you like those releases, you're not probably going to get any more of that the next month or the month after that. If you want more, you need to order a custom case, select the wines you want, and while supplies last. Because when it's gone, you got to wait till the next release, and the next release is going to taste different because it's made different. Same fruit sources, but they change year by year by year by year because of how much sun it gets, how much moisture it gets, how much rainfall it gets, the overall terroir changes, and also climate, other things that pour into it. And it's a fun fact. It'll never be the same year by year. Our 365 days this year will not be the same next year, and not the next year, and not the next year. And it creates some special taste. Those flavonoids in the wine paired with the right meal creates an amazing event. And that's what we get to enjoy. And we do that when, Jackie? When do we get to enjoy these food experiences together?
Oh, absolutely. We get to enjoy these food experiences every Saturday morning. And once a month, we have a very special evening on Thursday nights where there is a huge spread. Like last Thursday was a big football theme for you football fans. It was phenomenal. So yeah, don't miss out on those because there's a lot of golden nuggets there as well.
So and this is the discovery program too. Most people haven't had true fine wines in their life, and they don't get to experience it. And it's a sad fact that Prohibition wiped away at least 2 generations of wine knowledge. At least 2 generations. And people today, the millennials are high on the wines. They're really excited to get them, but the wines they're drinking aren't the true wine. They're not getting the true wine knowledge and benefit. We get to share that. That's our mission. That's what we get to do. And when people try our wines compared to those punch wines, as I call them, in the grocery store, there is a significant difference. And ours are very value-based because we do the direct-to-consumer model. Let me explain what that means. If we were to sell our wines in the traditional business model, where we go through distributors to go to the wine stores and the grocery stores, our wines would not be the most favorite ones that people would buy because they'd be $120 a bottle. And they wouldn't have the knowledge to understand why it's so good until they tasted them, right? And that's how it goes. And wine connoisseurs would get to hear it. We got to build it up there. We went the direct-to-consumer path. All right. Now think about it. Times are changing. Logistics are better, right? Everybody's ordering stuff to get sent to their door. UPS and FedEx are bonded to be able to deliver the controlled substance of alcohol that is also wine, right? So we facilitate it this way. We have an amazing clean warehouse. That's where all the barrels, all the food grade vats, the stainless steel, depending if we're doing like some white wines and whatever else, it's an amazing place to be. I always go like to hang out there in Napa and kick up my feet in the office desk and enjoy what we have. And that is where we go and we get a taste in the barrel, and it's being loved on, nurtured, grown, right? That love is growing in those barrels and those vats as we create those different varietals of wine. Whether it's the Cabernet Sauvignon, the Sauvignon Blanc, the Chenin Blancs, the Merlot, with the Ricord Merlot that we love so much, the Pinot Noirs that we have, the Chardonnays, and the Moscato. We have a Pinot Grigio, right? And we have some new ones coming. One that we are literally going to be sharing in just 12 days. For those that come out to Orlando, we're going to have an amazing unveiling in that. And we get to take these to the world and grow. And the thing about it is, our wines will always be made the right way. And because it's all made in that warehouse, that clean warehouse, it's also bottled there. Our bottling facilities at that same warehouse. Once it's bottled, it's put into boxes, right? It's put into cases and securely boxed up. It's driven in our truck about 1.5 miles down the road to our shipping warehouse. And that's where it's all stored in a great temperature, right? picked and packed, and then shipped right to your door through UPS or FedEx, with the exception of high heats and high colds. When it's too cold for wine or too hot for wine, we use temperature controlled delivery to go from point A to the last few miles where UPS and FedEx are bonded to deliver. That way our perishable goods are protected. We don't destroy the wines. And while we all have a little bit more of a delay to get there, we rather get our wines a little later and have them be the right wine than be destroyed. And that's what we get to do. And we get to do it not for $120 a bottle, for literally between $25 and $30 a bottle. Amazing value. All right. And we've even extended some things where, people can get even a better price on the shipping if they consolidate to a case. Get the person that brought you here, they'll walk you through it. Now, as far as the opportunity, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as we continue to grow this. Wine allowed us to establish and build information systems, tracking systems. We are professional marketers behind it. Not only do we love our wine, we are professional marketers. So much so that we are marketing this in an amazing way. Now, let me explain. We are a Wine of the Month club like no other. There is no other Wine of the Month club like DTCA. They are one of three types. The first type is going to be your wine clubs that you have with a winery specifically, where you get the releases and you can get them every year. You help support them and you get your member pricing with them. Typically it's a high retail, but you get that price, you get that. That's kind of what started this years and years ago, right? They can only ship to a few places. Now we ship to almost every state, but a few, and right to your door. The other Wine of the Month clubs that are out there, a lot of times they're white labeled, like Wall Street Journal, Better Homes and Garden. There's a lot of different ones out there, and they are literally selling discount wines that don't sell anywhere else, wines that are discontinued. This became an outlet to get rid of them. This is why you guys can check these out. They get a lot of people, and then they do a lot of marketing, and no one reorders because it's worse than the wine you get in the store even. Okay, that's why. And you're gonna see there's some that have like a different direction where they go. They might say they have clean wines. They are selling wine that is not anywhere near the vicinity of the quality that we put out. We know it. Okay, that's the point. We did it a different way, right? We had the opportunity and hindsight and the foresight in this industry to do it the way we wanted to. So we did. Our wines are made by the same winemakers that are known for making the highest grade wines that you see in the restaurants all around the world. We hired them. Now, the thing that's really good about the relationship we have, they're amazing at making wine. They don't like to do the marketing. We're amazing at marketing and we love our wine, right? So we get to take that to the world, our brands to take out there. Do we not love our wine, Jackie?
Yes. You said that so perfectly. They don't like the marketing, but we love the wine. So yeah.
And we get to take that to the world. We know what our mission is. And you guys, we get to be part of that. Now, this allows us to grow. We're entrepreneurs, right? We're business owners. We are entrepreneurial. And we see other areas that need help, not just the food area, right? We're taking proper wines. We are a true fine wine company delivering to your door. Nobody else is doing that. And we do it all the time. There are brands, our protected labels, our protected IP. These wines are commissioned and made for us. Now, we added education. We have a program called Brain Food Academy. It's direct to your home education, K through 12, and we're going to be expanding on that. And we know this, we just launched this in August. We have a long road to go to get this out to the marketplace. It's also under the DTC umbrella. It's a passion of ours as well, because education is the core of our future, right? If our children are not properly educated, the world's in their hands. That's something we have to focus on. Tanya and I invested in a tutoring school with some dear friends of ours and business partners that I've had since I was 19, back in 2017. And we've been building a curriculum and getting things ready. It's out, it's launched. We don't need to go into that in this call. We do that every Wednesday at an open house, half hour earlier than this time that we started here, same Zoom. Right, same channel, and we have an open house where we get to meet our teachers that teach these kids, and we can have parents and interact. And that is ran by our awesome MSI Sheila Matchett. And you guys, we are on something there. And you know what? It took us a while to establish wine and to build it out there and get people aware that you could get it shipped to your door. Homeschooling is a big marketplace. We get to make it even better with our solutions and the curriculum and bringing great education right to your door. So it doesn't matter where you live. The best educators of the subjects can be your teachers through our platform. Unbelievable things are there. We'll talk about it more there. Now, opportunity. We have an amazing structure. We get paid very well for bringing on customers and bringing on other ambassadors to grow our teams. We build a two-team system, a left team and a right team. It's called a binary. The person that's brought you in here is going to be helping you build one of those teams. That's the team build. You're going to learn how to build that, and then you're going to be empowered to build the other side. And the more ambassadors and customers you help bring in on the left team, the more that you bring on the right team, and the more those build, the more you're going to get paid. And the compensation model and the way we explain it is available in the training. Here's what I'm going to tell you. We have amazing trainers. We have amazing access to stuff. And then from Tanya and our family to yours, we fund your marketing. We've helped train and set up the trainers to train you how to use this marketing so you can build your business. The number one reasons for any business to fail, including a wine of the month business, is going to be the lack of knowledge, know-how, and capital of marketing. It's where it all fails. It's where people don't know what to do. You don't have the knowledge, the know-how, and you don't have the capital. And I say this with everything I do. Capitalism is an amazing thing. Being able to take something to market and making a profit as you build up customers is amazing. But if you do not have capital, you don't get any of the isms. We get to provide the capital necessary to market for everybody involved here because we know our product, our mission, our dreams that we can achieve are the same that we help everybody achieve. Our philanthropy lets us do that. We've been so blessed in success, we get to share it and pay it forward. All we ask is that you do the same. Once you learn how to do it, pay it forward, and we'll fund their marketing. So get with the person that brought you here, get in, get going, and focus on this. And just know we're going to teach you how the knowledge, the know-how, and we're going to fund the capital for the marketing to take all of every one of our products under the direct-to-consumer ambassador model to the world